Anmrutha Bhatt, and this is the second video in the series of Salt Paper of June 2019 UGC-NET Yoga exam. So friends, let's begin. The screen is the assertion and the reason type of a question, which says that the siddhis are hindrances to the attainment of samadhi, and the reason which is given here is a yogi ought not to be inclined to attachment towards the fulfillment of desire, leaving his sadhana even after being invited by the deity. Okay. So now here we have to choose which is the correct answer. And the correct answer is A, which says that both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Now friends, this is the answer related to the third chapter, that is Vibhuti Pada of Patanjali Yoga Darshan. So if you remember the 37th sutra of third chapter, which says that Te samadhau upasargaha vyutthane siddhayaha. Okay, so it says that the knowledge of prativa, shravana, vedana, adarsha, aswadavata, etc. are siddhis when a person is in vyutthana avastha. But these are the obstacles on the path of samadhi if the yogi develops attachment or raga towards them, then there will be a downfall or degradation. Now you must be remembering the sutra which says that sthani upanimantrane sangasmaya akaranam puna anishta prasangat. Now friends, according to Vyasa Bhashya, sthani is equal to devata. Okay. Here in the question they are mentioning deity. Now friends, what is sthani? If you see, sthani doesn't mean a devata or a deity. Sthani means the one who has specific location, or sthana is known as sthani. So therefore sthanis are not deities or gods, but the sthanis are indriya. Okay, and indriya, you must be knowing that indriyas are located at various location. So our own indriyas create disturbances. So therefore the yogi should not carried away by the 6 experiences which are given by the indriyas to avoid the downfall, that is anishta prasanga. So therefore we can say that A and R both are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Now friends, the next question is again assertion and reason type of a question. The assertion given here is photosensitive pigments are found in the cones of eye, and the reason is the sensations of different colors are not produced by various combination of 3 types of cones and their photopigments. And the correct answer is A is true but R is false. So the photosensitive pigments are found in the cones of eyes. Yes, that is the true assertion which has been given, but the reason is false. Now the next question is from the psychology. So it says that who of the following propounded the hierarchy model of personality? And the options are Maslow, Jung, Adler and Greger. And friends, the correct answer is Maslow. Now, Abraham Maslow propounded the hierarchy model of personality in his 1943 paper, A Theory of Human Motivation. Now, according to the theory of hierarchy, the first strata was physiological needs, the second was safety needs, the third was love and belonging, the fourth was esteem, and the fifth and the last one was self-actualization. Okay friends, you should be knowing all these 5 stratas of the Abraham Maslow's theory, because they can ask you anyways. Okay, let's move to the next question. The question was, who is the father of psychoanalytical theory of personality? The options were Freud, Adler, Jung or Hippocrates. Now friends, all of us know that whenever we listen to this specific theory, that is psychoanalysis, only one thing comes in our mind, and that is the name of Sigmund Freud. So the correct answer here is Freud. Now let's move further. The question is, according to Gherika Samhita, Kundalini Jagran is possible through which of the following? The options are Bhujangasana, Paschimottanasana, Dhanurasana and Matsyasana. And the correct answer is Bhujangasana. Now friends, the chapter number 2 of Gherina Samhita, in verse number 42, the procedure of Bhujangasana is explained. And the verse number 43 talks about the benefits. So what is the verse number 43? It says that Dehagini Vardate Nityam Sarva Roga Vinashanam Jagati Bhujangi Devi Bhujangasana Sadhana. Okay, so it says that the fire of the body increases, all the diseases are destroyed, and the Bhujangi Devi, that is nothing but Kundalini Shakti, is awakened by the practice of Bhujangasana. So don't get confused if you are aware about the verse which says Bhujangi Devi. Bhujangi Devi is equivalent to Kundalini Shakti. So our correct answer is Bhujangasana. The next question here is again assertion and reason type of a question. It says that assertion is Narada is a bhakti yogi who advocates devotion which leads to self-realization. And the reason given here is Kabira, Mirabai, Tulsidas and Suradas practiced bhakti yoga. And the correct answer is option number 2, which says that both A and R are true and R is not the correct explanation of A. Now friends, we all know that Narada Bhakti Sukta talks a lot about Bhakti of Narada. But if you see the reason, okay, which just mentions that Kabira, Mirabai, Tulsi and Suradas practiced Bhakti Yoga. Okay, it does not have any direct reason for the assertion mentioned. So, the answer is A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Now, let's move further. The next question is, which is the right sequence of Chitta Parinama as per Yoga Sutra? And the correct answer is option number 4, Nirodha, Samadhi and Ekagrata. Now friends, the correct sequence is, as I already said, Nirodha, Samadhi and Ekagrata as per Patanjali Yoga Darshan. So the Nirodha Parinam is talked about in the Sutra number 3.9, Samadhi Parinam in 3.11 and Ekagrata Parinam in 3.12. So Maharshi Patanjali here explains the highest Parinama, that is the Nirodha Parinama first. So you know Nirodha, Samadhi and Ekagrata. But in the practice, this is not the order. But yes, according to Patanjali Yoga Sutra, it is the order. Now, let's move to the further questions. According to Hatha Pradipika, through the practice of which of the following mudras, the fear of Mahaklesha and Mrityu is allayed? The options were Mahamudra, Mahavedha Mudra, Mahabandha Mudra, and the fourth one was Khechari Mudra. And the correct answer is Mahamudra. Now the verse number 14 of chapter 3 of Hatha Yoga Pradipika describes the result of practicing Mahamudra. It says that Iyam khalu Mahamudra Mahasiddhe Pradarshita Mahaklesha Dayo Dosha Shiyante Marnadayaha Mahamudra Chataineva Vandati Vibuddhottama. So it says that Mahamudra removes the worst afflictions, that is the Mahaklesha and cause of death. Therefore, it is called the great attitude, that is Mahamudra, by the ones with highest knowledge. The next question is, how many types of Sahit Kumbhaka are mentioned in the Yoga Kundalini Upanishad? Now friends, whenever we talk about Yoga Kundalini Upanishad, basically there are two types of Kumbhaka. One is Sahita Kumbhaka and the other is Keval Kumbhaka. And now in Sahit Kumbhaka there are further 4 classifications, and which are Surya Bhedan, Ujjayi, Shitali and Bastrika. So in short, you must remember whenever you talk about Yoga Kundalini Upanishad, 2 Kumbhas, Sahit and Keval, and in Sahit there are further 4 classifications. Now see here, the question is how many types of Sahit Kumbhak are mentioned. But if the question was how many types of Kumbhak, then the answer was 2. Are you getting what I am trying to say? There are 4 types of Sahit Kumbhak, but main Kumbhaks are 2. Now, a very easy question to answer, And the question is, Atma is a concept of Vedanta Darshan, Sankhya Darshan, Nyaya Darshan or Yoga Darshan. And all of us know Atma is the concept of Vedanta Darshan. Let's move further. The next question is, which of the following asanas are described in Shiva Samhita? The options are Siddhasana, Padmasana, Swastikasana and Bhadrasana. And the correct option is option number 2, Siddhasana, Padmasana and Swastikasana. Now friends, Shiva Samhita has mention of only 4 asanas, and which are Siddhasana, Padmasana, Ugrasana and Swastikasana. So see here, instead of Ugrasana, they have mentioned Bhadrasana. So don't get confused. It talks about only 4 asanas and Bhadrasana is not one of them. The next question is, which of the following are kleshas? Smita, Asmita, Dukkha and Raga. A very easy question from Patanjali Yoga Darshan, and the answer is Asmita and Raga. Friends, we all know that the concept of kleshas is there in the chapter number 2 of Patanjali Yoga Darshan, which says that avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhiniveshaha, kleshaha, which is the 3rd sutra of chapter number 2 in Patanjali Yoga Darshan. So the next question is from Bhagavad Gita, and it says that na sato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate satah ubhayorapi drashtontas tvanayos tattvadarshibhi. According to the Gita, the above shlok tells the eternity of what? The options are Prakriti, Atma, body and God. Okay. And the correct answer is option number 2, Atma. Now friends, all of us know that the body is changing every moment by the action and the reaction of the different cells. This concept is even admitted by the modern science. And thus the growth and the old age takes place. But Atma exists permanently, remaining the same despite of all changes happening in the body and the mind. Okay. So it is saying that the Atma is eternal but the body is perishable. So the shloka talks about Atma. The next question is, during Mitahara, how much part of the stomach should be left empty by a yoga practitioner? Now friends, the concept of Mitahara can be found in the first chapter of Hatha Yoga Pradipika in the verse number 58, which says that Susnigdha Madhura Aharascha Chaturthansh Vivarchitaha Bhujyate Shiva Sampritye Mitaharasa Uchyate. It means that Mitahara is defined as agreeable and pleasant food. One should consume such food leaving 1/4 of the stomach empty and as an offering to please Lord Shiva. Friends, according to Hatha Yoga Pradipika, the yoga practitioner should keep 1/4 of the stomach empty while consuming Mitahara. The next question is, name the diseases which can be treated directly by yoga practices. The options are ischemic heart disease, hernia, diabetes mellitus type 1 and allergic rhinitis. Now friends, the correct answer is allergic rhinitis. Now friends, people suffering from the condition of allergic rhinitis are found to have allergic inflammation and sensitivity throughout the nasal airways due to the contact with allergens such as dust, pollens, etc. Now what are the symptoms? The symptoms are itchy eyes, runny nose, phlegm, constant sneezing and breathing difficulties. Now friends, certain asanas, pranayamic practices and neti kriyas can be used for the treatment of allergic rhinitis. So we can say that allergic rhinitis can be treated directly with the yogic practices. The next question is, phobia is a disorder of which type? And your options were general anxiety disorder, excess or lack of sleep disorder, digestive disorder and physical disorder. Now friends, looking at the options, you can clearly say that phobia is neither digestive disorder nor it is a physical disorder. Okay. Now we can also apply some logic that it is not due to the lack of sleep also. So the answer is general anxiety disorder, which is the option number 1. Now friends, phobia is a type of anxiety disorder defined by a persistent and excessive fear of an object or situation. Friends, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope this video was useful for you. Do subscribe to our channel, share the video, and please write your comments if you want me to make any new videos, and also stay tuned to get regular updates on interesting videos. Thank you. Namaste.